Hello everyone, I'm Kamal Motwani and welcome back to my YouTube channel Kamal Motwani's. Today we are going to solve another IELTS Writing Task 1. In earlier IELTS Writing Task 1, I discussed what are the types of academic IELTS Writing Task 1. Today we will be solving another IELTS Writing Task 1. So, before starting the lecture, I request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those among you who have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly like, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also ask your near ones and dear ones to follow my YouTube channel as I am working hard to bring and record the IELTS writing task for you, be it IELTS writing task 2 or IELTS writing task 1. I'm working hard to make things as simple as possible for you guys. So let's start. As earlier discussed, there are 7 types of IELTS writing tasks. The first one is pie charts, the second one is line graph, the third one is maps, the fourth is bar chart, fifth one is process diagram, sixth one is table chart, and the seventh is multiple graphs. Okay. In earlier video we solved pie charts. Today the lecture is pertaining to line graph. So I'll solve an IELTS writing task 1 regarding line graph. Suppose in an exam, IELTS exam, if you are given line graph, then how would you write the essay or the report writing regarding the IELTS, regarding the line graph in your IELTS exam? So here is the statement regarding line graph that I'll solve for you today. Let's read it out. The line graph below, okay, where is the line graph? This is the line graph that we are going to solve today. The line graph below shows the number of international tourists visiting 3 different countries: country A, country B, and country C from 2010 to 2019. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting. Now, this is the same statement given as what to do uh, by reporting and selecting the main features and something like that. So, let's first discuss what is the pattern of solving the IELTS writing task 1 and what is the structure of it. In earlier videos, we discussed the structure of IELTS writing task 1 as well. So let's first revise it as how to write it. First, we write the introduction by paraphrasing the statement. Then we write overview, or we call it overall view. What the graph says or what the bar chart or the line chart says. We give the overall view in this second paragraph, and we call it the overview. In third paragraph, we write the explanation 1 or description 1. In fourth paragraph we write explanation 2 or description 2. Now it varies here, we may write explanation, what we say, explanation 3 in the fifth paragraph. Now it depends on the variables, the number of the number of variables we have. We have to formulate the paragraphs, these explanation 1, explanation 2, explanation 3, in this regard. So let's first discuss the line graph that we are given and what does it say. Now it is very much necessary to understand the graph whenever you are in the real IELTS exam, and as soon as you look at the question and the graph given to you, just look at it and just try to understand it. The understanding of the graph is very much necessary in order to solve it. So let's first understand this graph. Okay, now the title of this graph is number of international tourists from 2010 to 2019. Now here is the line graph that we have today. See, these are x-axis on which years are given, and these are y-axis on which number of tourists are given in millions. And this is the line graph that is replete with three lines: the red line, the green line, and the pink line. Now here it is the indication, clear indication, that the the green line is regarding country A, the red line is regarding country B, and the pink line is regarding country C. Now let's first discuss what is the graph in journal. What does the graph in journal tell about or give the view? Now let's see. Always notice that, suppose this is the graph, we have x-axis and we have y-axis. On x-axis there are independent variables. On x-axis we have independent variables, whereas on y-axis we have dependent variables. This is the extra information that I am giving you guys in order to understand the graph. So on x-axis we have the independent variables, on y-axis we have the dependent variables. Now these variables, the independent variables, we cannot change on our demand, because these are somewhat the natural things that should be followed in the sequence. And these the dependent variables, these can vary, these can sometimes go up, these can sometimes go down, because these are dependent, and these are dependent on the independent variables. So these are fixed, they can go in certain sequence, but these can vary. The dependent variables can come down and sometimes go up, so it can vary. Let's now implement this information on the line graph that are given to us by the examiner. Now see, now on the x-axis, years, number of years are given. You can see the years are in sequence: 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. If the months are given, then these will be January, February, March, April, and so on. So these are independent variables, we cannot change them. They can vary as per they can vary, but they can vary in certain sequence. So proper sequence will be there. These are independent variables. On y-axis these are independent variables. Now you can see sometimes the trend will go up, sometimes go down. So on y-axis the number of tourists in millions are given. Now these can vary. Now when we will interpret this graph, I will tell you how the number of tourists have varied from year to year. So I think the basic concept is clear to you. Now let's understand the graph in its core. What does the graph say? Now country A, see, we will first of all see what is all about country A. The green line shows country A. Now the range of the range of the tourists witnessed by country A starts from 2 million in 2010. Country A had the number of tourists or international tourists 2 million in 2010. You can see here. See here 2010, and here 2 million. Okay. Now from 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14. See, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15. Now from 2010 and 2015, this graph is following the upward trend. Then what happens from 2015 to 2016? There is a slight fluctuation. The number of tourists went down from 2015 and to 2016 in country A. Okay. After 2016, it again followed the upward trend in 2017, 18, and 19. This is how we interpret the graph. Okay. Now this information we will write while putting the information in the paragraph format. Okay. Then country B is represented by a red line. So now we will interpret the information for the country B. Okay. Now this red line that shows the number of tourists in country B that starts from 3 million in 2010. See, here is, let me fix it. Here is 2010 and here are 3 millions. Okay. So in 2010, country B witnessed 3 million international tourists. Then, from 2010 to 2012, country B witnessed the upward trend. The number of tourists kept increasing. After 2012 to 2013, for a year, there was a slight fluctuation. You can see 2012, see 2012 to 2013. Downward. So this was a slight fluctuation that was witnessed by country B. After that, country B witnessed the upward trend. The number of tourists kept increasing, you see. But in the last year, that is 2018 to 19, it followed a slight decline. So in 10 years, it witnessed twice a time a slight fluctuation. That was here from 2013 to 14 and then 2018 to 19. For 2 years it witnessed a slight fluctuation. Okay. Then the third country, the data of the third country to be interpreted is country C, which is represented by pink line. Okay. So here is the pink line. So country C witnessed 1 million, only 1 million international tourists in 2010. Here is it. Here it is. You see? Okay. So country C witnessed 2000 in 2010 1 million tourists, and then the trend kept increasing. Means has the number of international tourists in country C kept increasing. Then from 2015 to 2015 to 2016, it witnessed a slight fluctuation, a downward trend. Then it continued. Then the country C continuously witnessed upward trend. Means the number of international tourists kept increasing from 2016 to 2019. So there was only slight fluctuation in country C. That was a slight decline for the international tourists. So this is how we understand the graph and we interpret the graph. Now overall we can view that country B had the highest number of tourists because its starting range was 3 million, and you see it is from 3 million, and it has continuously increased, and then a slight decline, and as far as it has reached even above 5 million. No country has reached that much peak. You see, in 2018 it has reached its peak. See, even above 5 million. So the highest number of tourists that were witnessed overall were by country B, and the lowest number of tourists, international tourists, that were witnessed were by country C, because its even starting range is from 1 million, and then highest it has gone in 2019, it is just I think 2.8 or 2.9. You can see it is just below 3 million. So we can say that the highest number of international tourists were witnessed by country B, that is the red line for country B, and the lowest number of tourists were overall witnessed by country C. That's how we interpret the graph, and we write it in a paragraph format. Now, whatever the information we have seen, we have interpreted it, we will we will write that information in the format of IELTS Writing Task 1 structure. So first we will write introduction, then we will write overview, then explanation 1, explanation 2, explanation 3. Now see, here are three variables: country A, country B, country C. These are three variables that are specific variables. Now we will formulate three paragraphs and we will write for them. I guarantee you, I can totally guarantee you, the way I am explaining this writing task is the easiest way to write in the examination hall, and you can ace 8 plus bands. I have tried my best to make it as simple for you as possible. So here is the complete statement for this line graph by the examiner. Let's read it out. The line graph below shows the number of international tourists visiting three different countries, country A, country B, and country C, from 2010 to 2019. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Now let's write this writing task in accordance with this line graph. As I have already told you, this is the format. So what we do, we first of all write the introduction. Now how to write the introduction, I have already told you that this statement we will paraphrase it. That's all. In order to write an introduction, we just have to paraphrase the statement given by the examiner. Now what I will do, the easiest way is I will replace this word shows with the illustrate. I will replace this word the number of international tourists visiting the international visitors. I will write it at international visitors, and I will replace this word illustrate, shows with illustrate. Mention that you have not to replace this keyword, the line graph. You do not have to replace this word will remain as it is. Okay, then I will replace this word from 2000 to 10 to 19. I will add something like spanning from, or I cannot use ranging. Ranging can be used for other purposes, but for the time period the word spanning is used. So let's see how I have paraphrased this statement in order to write my introduction. Here is the introduction in green ink. Okay, let's read it. The line graph, see, I have not replaced this main keyword. Now I have replaced this word shows with illustrates. The line graph illustrates the number of international visitors to three distinct countries, country A, country B, and country C, over a period spanning from, see, I have used this, spanning from 2010 to 2019. That is the easiest way to write the introduction of IELTS Writing Task 1. Now let's move on. Let's see how I have written the second paragraph regarding overall view or overview. I have written the overview of this line graph by selecting the main overall features. Suppose the which country witnessed the highest number of tourists, which country witnessed the lowest number of tourists. Regarding this is the simplest way to write, and write the authentic overview in the second paragraph. Let's see how I have written the overview of the line graph in the second paragraph. Okay, here is the second paragraph to write the overview. Overall, now this connector is very necessary to write, and start the second paragraph with this connector. Means this shows that we are going to write the overview or overall view. This hints the examiner, this connector. So this is very much necessary. Okay, overall, while all three countries experienced growth in tourist numbers. The trends exhibited noticeable fluctuations. Now see, these all three countries have witnessed the upward trend. However, there are some fluctuations. Here is the fluctuation, you can note. Here is the fluctuation. Here is the fluctuation, and here is the fluctuation. So that's what I have written in the first line. Overall, while all three countries experience growth in tourist numbers, the trends exhibited noticeable fluctuations. Now, this word trends is very much necessary to use in the line graph. This hints the examiner that the candidate is well versed with the vocabulary to be used, or the jargons to be used in certain type of tasks. So notice that how I have used the terms like trends, fluctuations. These compel the examiners to give you 8 plus bands. Okay. Then country B consistently attracted the highest number of tourists, as I already told you. This country B, the red line, highest number of tourists, and the lowest number of tourists were pink, the country C. As while interpreting the graph, I had already told you, I had already explained it to you. So country B consistently attracted the highest number of tourists, though its growth was not uniform. Yes, it was not uniform. How? Here was a fluctuation. See, here was a downward trend. Then here was also a downward trend. So it was not uniform, though it attracted the highest number of tourists. Then country A and country C showed more gradual increase. Yes, it was a gradual increase, with country C having the smallest. So here is the spelling error. Sorry, the spelling error. Smallest. This is the right spelling. Huh? This is spelling error here. With country C having the smallest number of tourists throughout the given period. So this is how an overall overview is written. Okay, further details about these variables, country A, country B, country C, we will write in separate paragraphs. For country A separate paragraph is dedicated, that is paragraph number third. Fourth paragraph for country B, and for the fifth paragraph for country C. Okay, so this is how overall overview is written. Let's move ahead. I have already told you in the previous videos, in IELTS writing task 2 we used to write the conclusion, but in IELTS writing task 1 we do not write the conclusion, because we write overall view or overview in the second paragraph, and then we explain the variables in the other paragraphs. So there is no need to write the summary or the conclusion again in the last paragraph. This is the wrong method. Always note that in IELTS writing task 1 we do not write the conclusion. Okay, so moving on to the third paragraph, that is about the explanation 1, and the explanation 1 is regarding a variable which is country A. So third paragraph is dedicated to country A. So whatever we have noticed or interpreted, we have do the interpretation regarding paragraph regarding country A in line graph. We will put the information in the paragraph format in paragraph third, that is pertaining to explanation 1 or the description 1. So this whole the information, see, this whole the information regarding its x-axis and y-axis, that is in accordance with the years and the number of tourists, we will write in the paragraph third, the country A. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's see how I have written this information in the paragraph format. Now note that how I have formulated the paragraph. This is very important to very important. I am again repeating. I bet no one can explain you the way I have simplified this for you. So watch this video again and again and understand how easy it is to write IELTS writing task 1. People have made a nightmare for you guys, but this is not that difficult. Now While writing the paragraph, I have written where it started from, then what was the maximum range, and what was the fluctuation. You see, this is very easy. Now what to write in the paragraphs for the, you see, what where did it started from, where did it start from. Okay, then I have written what was its peak. Okay, then its fluctuation. These are three things that you have to write in a beautiful format, in with using beautiful jargons. That's it. So this is very easy to write in IELTS writing task 1. So let's see what I have written in paragraph 3rd regarding variable country A. This in green ink. Let's read it. The number of tourists visiting country A increased gradually from 2 million in 2010 to 4 million in 2019. Let's see. See, in 2010, this country A, the green ink. In 2010, they were 2 million, and in 2019, see, in 2019, they were 4 million. You see, they were 4 million. You can see it. See, 4 million. Okay. So this was that's what it started from 2000, that were 2 million, and the peak it witnessed was 4 million in 2019. That's what I have mentioned in the first line in the third paragraph. The number of tourists visiting country A increased gradually from 2 million in 2010 to 4 million in 2019. Then what I have to do, I told you, you see, how to write a paragraph. The start, the peak, then the fluctuation. Let's see its fluctuation. The growth was relatively steady with a minor dip in 2016. Now let's see. This is the minor dip. You see? Where is it? It is the minor dip. You see? 2016, that's the minor dip. Now that's where it started from, that's what its peak is, then the fluctuation. That's how we formulate the paragraph while using beautiful words. Let's move ahead the with the second paragraph, the explanation 2. We will use this technique, and we will formulate the second paragraph regarding variable 2, which is country B, in the red writing. Let's see how I have written the second paragraph. The fourth paragraph regarding explanation 2, or the description 2. Okay, let's read it. Country B had the highest number of tourists throughout the period. That's what we know, and that's what we have also mentioned in the overall view. The country B witnessed overall highest number of tourists. That's what we have written. Country B had the highest number of tourists throughout the period. Then, starting from 3 million in 2010, the number rose to 5.2 million in 2018. Let's see. Now, where did it start? Country B start from 2010. There were 3 million tourists. See, 2010, country B witnessed 3 million tourists. Let's see. Then in 2018, it reached the peak. See, in 2010, this is 2010, it reached the peak. What was the peak? Even above 5.2. You can see, if we can use the scale, you can see 5.2 in 2010. See, it is above. See the peak. It is, sorry, like that. It is above 5.2. Sorry, it is above 5. That's 5.2 around. It is just above 5. It's 5.2, around that. Can you see? So it started from 3 million in 2010. Then it reached its peak in 2018. That was around 5.2. Then it witnessed the fluctuation that was in 2019, and it reached a bit below 5. So let's see how I have written this information in a paragraph format. Starting from 3 million in 2010, the number rose to 5.2, that's its peak in 2018, followed by a slight decrease, 5 million in 2019. So 2019 it reached to 5. In 2018 it was 5.2, and then it was 5 in 2019. It was a slight decrease. Then another fluctuation we have also we should also mention it in this paragraph, that was this fluctuation. See, we should also write this fluctuation in the paragraph as well. Let's see, I have also written this fluctuation. Okay, there were some fluctuations, notably a slight decline in 2013. So this is 2013. See, this is a slight decline that I have written. That's how I have interpreted this information in a paragraph format. Now we will move on our fifth and the last paragraph, that is regarding the description 3 or explanation 3, and our last variable is country C in the pink line. Now last paragraph is dedicated to the information regarding country C. Let's see how I have written this in the paragraph format. And I remind you all, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and like and share this video with the maximum number of people as they may get benefited from my videos and from this information. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so the last paragraph, which is dedicated to variable third, that is regarding country C. The number of tourists visiting country C increased from 1 million in 2010 to 2.7 million in 2019. Means where it started from and what was its peak, the same technique. Now let's see. Country C, that is in 2010, it witnessed only 1 million. But what was its peak? It was 2019. It witnessed 2.7 million. How much it witnessed? It witnessed around here. It witnessed 2.7 million. That was its peak. Okay. Despite being the least visited country, you see why least visited? Because it has the lowest number of tourists. We have already written this information in the overall view as well, which country witnessed the highest number of tourists and which country witnessed the lowest number of tourists. So what does it say? Despite being the least visited country among the three, country C showed a steady increase with minor fluctuation. See, the growth was steady. You can see the growth was steady. Here with minor fluctuations, I have not written what was the fluctuation. You can write what was the fluctuation. The fluctuation was in 2016. You can also mention the fluctuation was in 2016 with how much around it was, the 2 or somewhat below the 2 million. So you can write this information in accordance with this as well, but I have just used the word with minor fluctuation. Even that's okay. So that's how IELTS writing tasks are written. I have clearly interpreted the graph. I have told you how to interpret it, how to use the variables, how to structure how to utilize the information in the paragraph format, and how what to main thing and what to write in the paragraph. That was the main thing, because 99.9% of the students have this issue, how to formulate the paragraph. I'll do note that there is no need to write the conclusion. I can bet you nobody can teach you the IELTS writing task 1, especially the line graph in a simple format as I have taught you in this video. I hope you have got benefited from this video. Please like, share and subscribe to the maximum number of people possible. I'll see you in another video, and most probably I'll solve the IELTS writing task 1 regarding maps. A third type of IELTS writing task will be regarding maps. Thank you so much for following me, and keep supporting me as I may share such useful videos with you guys. Thank you. I will see you in another video.